Hi everyone. This is Jia Tangho, and this is my third year here in UNL. So I'm a junior student. As for me personally, my major is finance. I'm from Taiwan City in China. As for my hobbies, I like to do some sports, play games, and do some readings as well. I don't have any pet in my hometown, but I do have some here in Lincoln. I adopted four cats from the Capital Human Society. After the undergraduate, I think I will go straight to the graduate school to get more education. And my long-term career goal is to be a financial risk analyst. Okay, let's move on to some fun stuff. After reading the Learning Agility article, and I found out the first key element is the innovative, which means being creative and always thinking about improvement. It can be really important for a manager to be not satisfied with the achievement and also thinking how to make things better. For my personal experience, I tried an internship in China this summer, and I wanted to use the new software to present our department chart. People thought the old one was good enough, but I wanted to make the chart clear and easier to understand. So I used the new software, and the presentation was really successful. Next one is the performing, which means to stay calm while facing the difficulties. Challenges and disagreements are common things while being a manager. So what really determines if something is successful or not is uh, like how the performance went. So my personal example is while I tried to prepare my interview and some other candidates questioned me and then I tried to relax and perform well in the interview. I focused on the interview and finally I made it. The third is the reflecting skill, which is to listen to others' idea and make changes from their feedbacks. Nothing will be perfect at the first time, so it is really essential to make some changes while others point out the disadvantages. Dealing with people's idea can be the key to these changes. From my personal experience, while I was preparing my interview, some people questioned me that I didn't have much experience, and I think that is actually one of my drawbacks. So instead of being disappointed or um, just thinking they might make a mistake, so I modified my material and show my ability instead. The last is the risking, which is not afraid of making changes and taking responsibility for these changes. It is important because if people are too afraid of changing, afraid of trying new things, there will be no innovations. And if there is no trying, there's no innovations, there will never be progress for the development of the company. So from the paper, it mentioned it was the most difficult element, and I totally agree with that because unknown is always the most terrified thing. From my personal experience, I tried out the new software and I was really successful at that time, and it was worth trying, I think. After watching the videos saying the selection criteria from Google company, I found out that actually there are some similarities and of course some differences between the criteria and the learning agilities. The The criteria for the company are first general cognitive ability, leadership, and then Googliness and role-related knowledge. From my point of view, I think leadership is really similar to the four learning agilities because the agilities are for managing people actually, and also another thing is Googliness, and it requires a lot of collaboration and which includes a lot of communication process. And that is really similar to the performing idea. Well, performance you need people to work together, and also what is more, for the Googliness, it also was interesting what made people them, and also I think the good performance can be from people's experience, and also from what brings them that position, like how did they think of things that can be due to their history as well. So I think these two are closely related too. As for the differences between these two, I think the selection criteria is more specific, such as when mentioning some certain knowledge and the cognitive ability. However, for the agilities was more general, and it is more about managing. It is totally understandable because the selection criteria is only for the global company, and the agilities are from people's summarization. And actually, people are trying to make the agilities more generalized, which can fit to the managing systems without considering too much about the company. And finally, as for the skills I want to master, the most important is the technical writing, I think, for now. I think currently I'm not able to write some really professional papers, and also I know I need it someday in the future, so that is the first skill that I want to master right now. And then the second one is to think more reasonable and be able to be more logical when things comes. I think that is very important for an analyst, which I want to be in the future. And also, I think actually thinking in a reasonable way and being logical can be very helpful in the adult world. Yeah, that's my introduction video, and thank you for listening to my personal introduction, and nice to meet you all. Thank you.